Well, before I was a cop, I was actually a firefighter paramedic. And in doing that job, I realized pretty quickly that there were certain individuals who would respond to the scene first, were there with us and stayed there long after me as a fireman left, and those individuals were police officers. So being a police officer and an EMT, we can make the most out of the time that we're there. Everyone who works in healthcare and emergency services knows that seconds count, and when those seconds count, moments matter.
Female victim shot multiple times in the chest. We have another person saying a baby is shot. We're trying to figure out where. They're just saying that they're near the restroom at Pritchard Beach.
I jump out, grab the aid bag, run down to where I see a couple officers gather around an SUV, and they start flagging me down because they know I'm an EMT. Lo and behold, there's this woman who's just laying limp. I thought she was dead, and then she said, "It hurts." And there was another kind of moment of panic where, oh my God, this human being's gonna die in front of me if I don't do something now. The officers that were initially on scene didn't have EMT training, so they had a piece of gauze up to some bullet holes to her chest, which is generally not what we do. I started telling other people that came to help, hey, we gotta start checking her for bleeds, we gotta start taking her clothes off so that we can check for visible wounds. It's incredibly valuable to have that understanding of basic medical interventions. Any kind of program and training where you can measure the success in terms of actual lives saved is worthwhile. I've gotten EMT training and trauma training before while I was in the Army. None of it was to the level that I got through the EMT program here in Seattle.
And that's really where Seattle is unique, right? Not a lot of police departments across the country have EMTs, but these are officers that have voluntarily signed up for a world of difference, right? They're officers that go through 170 hours of training just to become an EMT. They require specialized training that prepares them to deal with the unique situations that we see as a police officer. And they require equipment to do that. Every gauze pack, every bag, every stethoscope, every piece of equipment that gets donated to the EMT unit directly correlates to somebody else being alive in our community because of that. And without the support of the foundation, we wouldn't be an effective unit. We wouldn't have the EMT numbers that we have. We wouldn't have our EMT bags. We wouldn't be there saving lives all over the city. We would be back to old times of police work, right? Where you stand there and you plead and you beg and you pray that that person doesn't die before the fire department can get there. And that's just not acceptable anymore.
I would say now more than ever, it is imperative that we fund this equipment and these programs. Ultimately, I'd say my job is pretty simple. It's to save lives. Having the foundation there to provide me tools that I directly need to save lives makes everyone safer. It makes me a better police officer. It makes this community stronger. This is just such a great opportunity to show people that we're willing to invest in public safety in a way that almost no other department across the country is investing in it.